Hi everyone, it's Raleigh, and today I'm sharing my setups for my 2024 planners. And I'm going to start by chatting about the Hobonichi cousin. So I will be using one in 2024, which I've already set up, which I'll explain in a second. But yeah, the cousin was a quick decision. I started using it this year for the first time. Previously, I'd used kind of a smaller traveler's notebook, which was more like the weeks. But this has been ideal for me. It's the right amount of space. I love the weekly setups. I do the monthly as well, and then the daily journals. So yeah, it's been ideal. I was lucky that I found this one in the first year. I use Coffee Monster Co. for everything, just to kind of keep it easy and simple for myself. So I did make the decision to go ahead and do that for 2024. And I had actually just filmed myself kind of getting this quote unquote set up. However, there was a bit of a blur on the screen that I just realized, and I'd done it in one big filming. So I've decided to do this instead and just share with you what I've done. There actually isn't a whole lot because I didn't do the January setup or first week of January, but so I put a couple. So these are all stickers from the kind of themed months that Coffee Monster Co. put out, which was a floral birthday theme. So I put a couple stickers in the front, and then I've kind of put the dates and kind of matching stickers for these sections. I'm not sure what I'm going to track. I'll see in January when I do the first setup, but I think I'm going to pick a handful of things to track on that or make notes about. And then in the back, what I've done is set up sections where I can kind of quarterly put out some goals or things for the following year. In this year, I was tried to be a little more ambitious, but I think in the cousin, I really just want it to be, monthly, weekly, and then kind of mapping out maybe overall goals for the month. I'm still not sure what to do with some of these other sections, the 100, the timetable. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. But I think I'll be working a few more of those things out as I do the January one, which I'm excited for. So yeah, that's kind of the setup I did, and here's just some of the stickers. So yeah, as I mentioned, I used Coffee Monster Co. These are the monthly ones I'll be using, and so I've used that as kind of the base decoration for these, which I'm really happy with. I like the floral theme. It's really pretty. So that is the cousin as I've set it up for this year, and I'm really looking forward to using it again. And in addition to the cousin, which is kind of my main planner, I will be using the traveler's notebooks for everything else. And this is what I'd used for years previously. So this is kind of what it looks like now. Right now I just have kind of the notes page. So I really just use this as my on the go. So I have a couple notebooks that I put in there. Here's actually the one I usually have in there, which is something similar I'm going to be doing this year. So yeah, when I'm going out, I just pop those in and stick it in my purse, and off I go. So here's how I kind of mapped out how I'm going to use them this year. So the idea with these is anything that's not like, again, the basic planning, scheduling stuff, which will go in the cousin, will go into a series of traveler's notebooks. And so I'll have a calendar one, which I'll show you in a second, which I've actually kind of done a test drive on. And then I plan to have two other notebooks. They're actually the daily free diaries, although I don't use them that way. I just like them because the way they're set up is each one holds 2 months. So in the front, and so the idea as intended is that each of the kind of numbers in the top matches the day of the week, but I just use that more as a table of contents. So I've got 2 of those that I plan to use, and they're kind of in 2 parts. So I've kind of mapped out, I want an area for monthly stuff for the 3 areas I'm focusing on in one notebook, and then in the second one having kind of areas for different lists or things I want to track. And so the idea is that I'll have my cousin, I'll have kind of 2 of these notebooks, and then I'll have the calendar. And the calendar will stay in here all the time. The other 2 notebooks I'll keep out, but then I'll put in there when I'm going away. So let's get started setting up this first one, which was going to be the monthly calendar. Now, a few months ago, I actually got one of these and I started using it because I liked it so much. However, it had a bit of an accident, so I did have to buy a new one, which is kind of good because now I'll be starting with a fresh year. So these are just the free monthly, so no preset dates or anything, and I like that for the flexibility. It's a little bit cheaper too. Now for this, I will be using stickers from Blueberry Papeterie. Here's all the info. So yeah, I use Coffee Monster Co. and the Cousin. This is the company I'm using for the Traveler's Notebooks. I liked it in my mind. I just need to keep it very simple. And so I've ordered, a few different sets, and some I had ordered previously. And so the idea is I'm going to set up each month and then, put a couple stickers to create the little theme for the month. These aren't going to be, I'm not going to be particularly kind of fussy about how I do these. It's really just going to be kind of pretty basic, just a place where I can have a calendar for each month, just jot down appointments, etc. So I'll show you guys me setting up the first one, which will be January, and then I'm going to be going ahead and doing the rest, which I probably won't film everything, but I'll show you guys what it looks like in the end. And, actually, I don't even think I'll need a ruler, so yeah, so for this, it's just kind of make it on your own. I'm not sure what I might use those front sections for something else. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and set these up on my own, putting the days of the week across the top, and then filling in the numbers, etc., and then just putting a few of those other stickers. And the idea is I'll use the extra stickers in a few other places as well. And again, this calendar, the idea with this one is that it will actually stay in my Traveler's Notebook, so I always have a hard copy calendar with me wherever I go. And part of this is just because I like doing these setups. I find it relaxing, and it also gives me a chance to use kind of some stickers from a different company. So get this going. All right, so just filled in the days of the week across the top, and then I've got these stickers with all the months, so I'm just going to alternate the style that I'll use. I really like that the one sticker sheet has the two styles. So yeah, so I'm just going to put the month across this way, and then for each month I've got a different kind of sticker set, and I'll use those. Oh, you know what? I didn't even put the numbers in. Hang on. That should probably be the next thing I should do. And so, okay, I'm just going to get my little calendar. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these in. And the last one. Okay. And January's 31 days. All right, and so this is the sticker sheet I've chosen to use for January. I just like the cozy, warm vibes with the coffee and the books, and so I'll just put a couple of these to sprinkle around. And I want to save some because in one of the other notebooks I'm going to be using, I am going to have a section for each month where I can just kind of jot down notes and things that I plan to do, etc. So let's get a few of these down. I love the colors on this. Yeah, I think I'll put this kind of right way up. And yeah, this company is great. So I had, like, as I said, gotten one of these, and I'd actually set up November and December. And then unfortunately I spilled coffee on it. So it kind of got wrecked a little bit. There are pages I can salvage and I'll use them for something later, but I thought I'll start with a fresh one. Yeah. And getting the free one, like, you can get them obviously pre-printed, but I thought, this is a good way to go. It's a little bit cheaper too. And I kind of enjoy this process. So yeah, like I said, I'll show you guys this one, and then for the others, I'll probably just kind of put a show on and relax and fill everything else in. Yeah, this company is fantastic. They're a Canadian company, so please, I'll put a link to their store down below. And yeah, the service, everything, the quality of what they have and the service has all been fantastic. So I definitely recommend them. Plus the illustrations are just gorgeous. And they have a lot of like icons and other pieces you can use as well. Let's see. Okay, so we got a couple down. Let's put a couple more. Yeah, I just kind of want to sprinkle these around just to give it a little bit of something. And I don't plan on using a lot of stickers in this. I will use, I think I have like little birthday cake stickers, but I think a lot of it, just because there is a limited space, will just be me kind of highlighting things and writing stuff in. But I do like the idea of having kind of this paper copy. Let's see, and maybe we'll put one more there. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. So this is kind of the gist of what I'll do for each month. So yeah, pretty simple, but I like it. Just something to make me smile when I open up each month. All right, so I'll move on to February. And yeah, I won't have you guys watch all of these. I'll step away and get them done, and I'll come back and show you what they look like. All right, so I did finish up. So just as I did with the first one, I just kind of put the month down, then put a couple different stickers. Each month has a bit of a different theme. And I really like how it came out. And I enjoyed doing it as well, which is kind of the whole thing with planning too. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this. Yeah, just some beautiful illustrations here. I think Halloween's are one of my favorites. There we go. All right, so that's the calendar that will stay. Now on to the first of, I'm just calling them the notebooks, but these are the technically called the daily freeze. So again, the intention with these is that, you know, there's a date, a number for each day, a page number for each day, but I use this more as a table of contents. So my plan, and each of them has kind of 2 months worth of space. So with this one, in the first part, I'm going to use it to have a section, 2 pages for each month. And this will just be a place for me to, you know, as I realize, oh, that's something I need to do in October, I can jot it down here without, because there isn't really a place to put it in the cousin. I mean, I guess I could in the bottom of the monthlies maybe put notes, but I just like the idea of being able to, as I think of things, have a bit of free space to jot those things down by month. So we'll see how it goes. And I think, yeah, we have enough. Because you have 31 pages in each section, I figure I'll do allow 2 pages for each month. So just very simple, and I'm again going pretty minimal with this, so I'm not using a lot of stickers, etc. So I'm just gonna jot down all the dates here, and then I'm gonna kind of label the pages as well. And the idea too is I'm gonna take some of the stickers from the calendar and pop those in as well. So this notebook is going to be used for this. And then in the back section, I think I'm just going to have kind of outline 3 sections for the areas that I want to focus on this year, which are the same as for, or same as they were for this year too. So this will be my main place to kind of get notes and thoughts and things down, either by month or by the type of activity. So the idea, and what's nice too, is each page can, or each month can have a double spread. So I'll just put January up here. Yeah, so I'll just have this, again, very simple, just this, and I'll probably put a couple of the corresponding stickers just to tie everything together, and that will be it. So for this one, I'll use the January stickers. And I do like that I get to use kind of stickers and designs from another company. I do adore Coffee Monster Co., and it is ideal blend of kind of form and function for the cousin, but I do like that this is an opportunity to use something a little different, although I am still sticking with one company. And I've said this in a lot of videos. I see there's so many people who you know, do fabulous designs with their planners using beautiful kits and stickers from a variety of companies. And perhaps I would like to do that, but I think right now, kind of just with everything, this is the best way for me, is that I have kind of 2 sticker companies and that I use on 2 different sets of notebooks, and that's it. But I have seen some really beautiful things. So let me get the rest of these. Okay, so I'll give you guys a peek just at how quick look at the rest of the pages. So yeah, I just put a couple stickers down for each month, but I think it's nice and it ties it together to the calendar, which is great. And so on the back half of this, so again, this is meant to cover 2 months, so you have 2 sections. Here I'm going to just kind of put sections for the main areas that I focus on, categories, I guess, which is home, wellness, and finance. So I just want to have some sections for, again, this is just a place to jot down notes, to map things out as I'm thinking about them. So I'm just going to kind of guesstimate with the pages, but the good news here is that, so I'll kind of write it out so that I'm giving myself like 4 pages or so, but I can always add more. And the other thing I like is you can kind of add in between. So, you know, I'll have a whole bunch of pages for wellness, but if you know, there's another section I want to add, I can just pop it into, you know, start at say slot number 7. So I like kind of the flexibility, but I think I want to initially just map this out into 3 kind of areas. And oh, I think I'm going to throw in the odd sticker here too. So this one I think is a good sticker to go by. All right, this is looking pretty good. So I'm going to actually end up doing something very similar with the second notebook that's like this, except that's going to be more lists, things like birthdays, gift ideas, planner stuff, a place to note down what I want to buy for my planner, etc. So I'll go do that. And I'm all done. I got the second notebook done. So here is my full complement of planners for 2024. Yeah, so we've got my kind of traveler's notebook with the main piece being the monthly calendar that will sit in there all the time. These 2 other notebooks, so one that has the monthly section and kind of my categories, the other that has lists. And of course the cousin, which I'm really looking forward to using. Again, my setup in this is pretty minimal. I use some of the Coffee Monster co-stickers, of course, but I'm looking forward to January when I can start to fill that in a little more and start to use all of these. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider subscribing, and I'd love if you'd leave a comment and let me know what planners you're using this year. Thanks. See you soon.